You know you are watching this video which has been recorded in some other continent, thousands of miles away, using an electronic equipment which some people have developed over last 50-60 years. And the recorded data is being sent to you using the satellites which are roaming around the earth about 10 kilometers a second. In fact, you can make a video call to your friend right now who is living in some other country, 7,000 kilometers away from you. You can see him, you can talk to him, and the transfer of information is so quick that you feel continuity in time. Don't you think that people who have made all this possible must be really knowing what exactly they are doing? Don't you think that people who have made all this work for you really understand what they are talking about? Don't you believe that? Isn't this enough proof for you to trust those guys what they are saying? You want to keep visiting your loved ones who are living thousands of kilometers away from you? You just hop onto the aircraft that flies like birds. You sit in the stomach of the aircraft and it takes you from Delhi to Bangalore, for example, in 3 hours, and the quality of your life has improved a lot by this mean. Don't you think that people who have made all this possible for you must be knowing at least a little bit more than you in terms of life, in terms of science, and in terms of everything else in general? You know, only 100 years ago, the human lifespan used to be about 28 years. There is a group of people developing medicines and modern technology to diagnose and cure many diseases such that the human lifespan is multiplied by a factor of about 3. It's more than 80 years now, the average life expectancy. Don't you think that people who have made all this possible must be knowing about the evolution and existence and fundamental questions about life way more than you? Don't you think so? And you know, these guys have got no hidden agenda. They belong to every part of the world, every country, every religion, every culture, every section of society. Their fundamental goal is only to help humanity in whatever ways. So the fundamental question is then why these guys are not trusted by rest of the world? Why the scientific belief is not the common belief across the globe? Let me give you an example to clarify this. More than 97% scientists across the globe believe in the theory of evolution. They accept evolution as the fundamental force from single-celled organism to where we are right now. And the fact that this theory is more than 2 centuries old, it has to be gone through a several degree of scrutiny. So if more than 98% scientists accept this theory, it has to be the correct one. But the general common opinion is so inferior about this theory. I mean, half of the world still doesn't believe in theory of evolution. So much so that it has been removed from the Indian textbooks recently. In a country as educated as United States, 1/4 of the population still believe that there is a supreme force which led to the creation of humans. About 40% people believe that there is hand of God in creating humans to the present form, and this has happened within last 10,000 years. 1/3 of the US population still believe that humans evolved with God's guidance. And the average opinion of the humanity in general is even more inferior. It is widely found that in Islamic countries, the acceptance of this theory is even more inferior. 75% of the population doesn't believe in evolution. So in one hand, you are using all the scientific progress toward the betterment of your life, and on the other hand, you do not pay regards to the other scientific values, other scientific knowledge that is coming from the same community. And this is kind of a disgrace. So what is the way out? You have to understand that people learn a lot from the society they come from the family they grow in. So what people learn in their childhood is something that they really believe is true. I mean, whatever you learn in your childhood, your belief system is just built around that. And there are certain things that you really believe into, and there are certain things that you are flexible to consider, and there are other things that you don't care. But this belief system is founded when you are young, and that is why even the most informed community is not able to change your opinion about that. So now the question is, free speech and everything? Societal structure and humanity structure, they have to be separate from each other. The society structure is for the society, and the society is just part of this whole human race. There are many societies. So the structure and belief system of humanity should not be governed by the structure and belief system of individual societies, is the point I'm making. There has to be a unification of all the societies to form humanity, and think about the goals of human race in general and how to streamline all societies in one direction. So basically unify the whole world based on what is known to the humanity rather than what is believed by one society. This essentially means killing the limited identity, and that is for good.